caught a bunch of ear-sized catfish this morning, and I got down to my last catfish here, and I got thinking, you know what? I need to show folks how to properly fillet a catfish. Because with the pandemic and everything, a lot of folks got into fishing for the first time and don't really have an idea how to prepare their catch and whatnot. And even folks have been fishing for years. You know, a lot of times just catch release, but want to take some fish home to eat. So I'm going to show you guys how I fillet a catfish. And I'm using an electric fillet knife today. It's a Saltwater Series Piranha Mr. Twister. It's an electric knife. As far as fillet knives, they make battery operated ones, manual ones. Now when I'm doing like panfish, bluegill, crappie, I like a manual fillet knife because I seem like I can go a lot faster and do a little more thorough work with it. But I'm going to show you guys how to do a catfish. Alright, on catfish, there's a hard bone right here behind right here behind the gill plate. There's a bone right there. And you're going to take that blade and you want to cut up underneath that, and you're going to come in contact with the backbone. When you do that, you're going to stop. Then you're going to turn the fillet knife and you're going to go down, keep in contact with that backbone, and you go down the length of the fish. Then once you get to right here at the tail, stop. Do not go all the way through the skin. And I'll show you what I do here in a little bit. Like I said, you're going to get right there. Then once you make contact with that backbone, you're going to twist the knife like so. Alright, now when I got there, I'm going to take this fish, flip it over like that. And the reason I like to do that, I'll show you here in a second. And then when you get down to this part, you're going to take that knife and you're going to cut through the flesh. And you're going to make contact with the skin, but you do not want to cut through the skin. Because you can use that fish to pull while you're going this way with the fillet knife, and it'll come out nice and pretty. So. I just steadily pull real nice and easy as I'm cutting down through there. And what you're going to be left with, I actually already filleted one side of this fish, but I decided to make this video. You can see the outline of that backbone, but you have no extra meat. And what you're going to be left with is almost a boneless piece of meat, but you're going to have your rib cage right here. So then you're going to take your fillet knife and you're going to put, like, you'll feel the bones right here. Take that fillet knife, put it right underneath them bones, and you're going to cut at an angle underneath them. So that rib cage is gone. And then on catfish, white bass, striper, and some other pieces of fish, you're going to be left with red meat. And you got to get rid of that, because if not, it makes your fish taste really off-putting. And sometimes you guys probably ate fish at a restaurant and it just tasted muddy, not worth a darn. That's the big reason people don't get that red line out. And you're just going to take that fillet knife, and you're not going to go very deep at all. You're just kind of barely turn it. Yeah. And then you got the old nasty red meat right there. Got a little bit up here yet. Alright. It ain't so much of a problem with smaller catfish, but your bigger catfish, you're going to have a mud line that runs down through the center between the two pieces of meat right here. And you can kind of see it a little bit on this one. And once again, you're going to take that fillet knife, or a lot of people will switch to a manual knife to do this. You're just barely going to cut down. All right, And there you go. There's that mud line. So now you're left with this nice pretty fillet right here. Excuse my hand, they're a little buddy from filleting these fish, but like I said, there's your fillet. And then you're going to want to take it in the house or faucet, whatever, and rinse it really, really good and get all the blood, much blood and everything you can. Then what I like to do, I take a bowl of good, fresh, cold water, and I'll put my meat in there, and I'll dump salt in there and kind of tumble the fish and let it sit overnight. And that helps get like excess blood and stuff out of the meat. Then the next morning or whenever, drain it, put fresh water in, clean good, then you can freeze it or prepare it. Well guys, I hope this little video will help you maybe prepare your catch, and so you can enjoy what you did for the day and share it with the family and friends. So, but we'll catch you guys in the next one.